Alert tonight in D.C. The Senate is now set to vote on a bill to keep the government funded and avoid a shutdown. Now, the latest spending package passed by the House this evening, and it does include $100 billion in disaster assistance.
Now, this measure will fund the government until March. This is the third funding bill in 3 days. Tonight's vote came after the first bill failed amid criticism from President-elect Donald Trump. He called for a new bill that would increase the debt limit. The second Trump-backed bill failed to vote last night, and tonight this bill that passed does not include that debt limit increase. Again, the good news, the House passed that bill avoiding a shutdown into the holidays. Now we'll have to wait and see what happens in the Senate.
Now, in addition to disaster relief, this bill also called for $10 billion in farm assistance. And tonight, both sides reacting to this latest package that saw dozens of Republicans vote against it and no Democrats vote no.
We are really grateful that tonight, in bipartisan fashion, with overwhelming majority of votes, we passed the American Relief Act of 2025. This is a very important piece of legislation. It funds the government, of course, until March of 2025. That was a big priority for us.
House Democrats have successfully funded the government at levels requested by President Biden in order to meet the needs of the American people in terms of their health, safety, and economic well-being.
Now tonight at 10, we're taking a closer look at how South Carolina representatives voted on this bill. Upstate Republicans Jeff Duncan and Ralph Norman flipping their votes from last night and joining William Timmons in support of this package. Now in other parts of the state, Nancy Mace of the Low Country, the only South Carolina Congressmember to vote against the bill. Democrat Jim Clyburn chose not to vote.
And we're hearing from South Carolina representatives tonight, and Congressman William Timmons saying in part, quote, "We secured many of the provisions President Trump asked for out of this bill, including aid for states like South Carolina." Mace posting this statement to X saying in part, quote, "This bill signs off on continuing the $1.778 trillion in Biden-Pelosi level spending from the last CR and includes no cuts and no accountability. We can and should